A heart-wrenching courtroom drama unfolded on June 25, 2025, as South Africa's Gauteng High Court in Pretoria issued an urgent interim order halting the planned private burial of Zambia's former president Edgar Lungu in Johannesburg. This surprise ruling came just as mourners had gathered at a Johannesburg church and family members, dressed in black, prepared to lay him to rest. Only hours before the ceremony, Zambia's Attorney General, Mulalo Kobesha, filed a legal challenge demanding that Lungu's remains be returned to Lusaka and accorded a state funeral with full military honors, as required by Zambian law and traditions. What began on June 5 as a solemn delegation of Zambia's sixth president to his final resting place turned into a month-long spectacle that pits family wishes against state protocol, political rivalry against legal precedent, and national identity against private grief. Lungu, who led Zambia from 2015 to 2021 before losing to Hakainde Hichilema, died in Pretoria from an undisclosed illness at age 68. The Lungu family, citing the former president's desire for a private funeral without Hichilema's presence, decided to bury him in South Africa. In doing so, they challenged the Zambian government's push for a ceremonial state funeral at Embassy Park in Lusaka, Zambia's official burial site for presidents. The family's position crystallized on June 20, when they formally announced plans for a private funeral in Johannesburg, triggering a diplomatic and emotional tug-of-war. The political tension is deep and personal. Lungu and Hichilema's rivalry was long and bitter. Lungu won in 2016, imprisoned Hichilema on treason charges in 2017 when his convoy blocked presidential motorcade, and was himself unseated in 2021. The family maintained that Lungu's wishes included excluding Hichilema, a point Hichilema himself seems to respect, ending Zambia's national mourning on June 19, citing the impasse and the need to move on. From Zambia's angle, Article 177(5)(c) of the Constitution gives the state authority over public interest issues like the burial of a head of state. Their filing highlighted precedent. Even Kenneth Kaunda, Zambia's first president, was buried at Embassy Park in spite of personal wishes for a private interment, a ruling enforced by a court to uphold national symbolism. By contrast, the Lungu family insisted there was no agreement binding them to repatriate, and that their private ceremony in Johannesburg respected his personal desires. This standoff led to two postponed repatriations, once on June 18, once on the morning of June 25, adding emotional fatigue to logistical complexity. With this latest court order, burial has been put on hold until the next hearing, scheduled for August 4. While a memorial mass was reportedly held in Johannesburg despite the hold, the final resting place remains uncertain. This isn't just a funeral, it's a story dripping with political rivalry, constitutional questions, cross-border legal intricacies, human grief, and national identity. It's compelling, raw, and dramatically unresolved. And it's why you'll find yourself glued to this saga as courtroom rulings, political reactions, and international diplomacy play out. Stick around, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a moment of this unfolding story. Next time we'll dive deeper into Zambia's constitutional provision, unpack Hichilema's political calculations, and track diplomatic tensions between Lusaka and Pretoria. Tell me in the comments what you think. Is this a fight for family autonomy, national pride, or political power? I'll be here to give you every twist and insight as it happens.